Hello, my name's Adam. Welcome to A Duda Reviews. Today I'm going to be discussing All of Us Are Dead. It's a new zombie TV show that's just hit Netflix. Check it out.
Oh, hello there, how's it going? My name's Adam, welcome to A Duda Reviews. It's an entertainment channel for entertainment purposes. Today, I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be talking about All of Us Are Dead, the new South Korean Netflix show that has just dropped on, Netflix. So before I go ahead talking about this TV series, I will warn you there will be some mild spoilers throughout. If you don't want anything spoiled at all, I would say go watch the show, then come back and watch this video.
Zombies!
So All of Us Are Dead is set in a school. It has a large cast of teenagers and adults alike. We get teachers, students, policemen, firemen, YouTubers. You got it all in there. So there's a whole big mix of different people to be eaten. The film sort of starts with a depiction of some pretty serious bullying going on with one of the students. The father of the kid who's getting bullied is so sick and tired of his child getting tormented that he, instead of like giving him boxing lessons or karate lessons, he decides to inject him with this serum that when attacked, he becomes more aggressive and more assertive and stands up for himself a little bit more. This serum ends up becoming the zombie virus. It turns his son into a freaky brain chomping son of a bitch. And obviously with all these zombie viruses, one bite on somebody else and it passes the virus on, and then before you know it, there's a whole swarm of zombies everywhere. What makes this series any different to any standard zombie show that you've ever seen before? Well, I guess the unique selling point would be it being set in a school. The friendships and alliances that are formed throughout are very entertaining and interesting. That's the heart of the show, really. There's also a slight underlying theme of bullying and feeling like an outcast within a school system that plays throughout the show itself. And obviously you get the zombies. The zombies actually looked fantastic. They looked really grotesque, especially close up. You would see all the detail in the makeup, drooling blood and all this kind of stuff. And the contortions they would make and the sort of cracking bone noises they would make. And they were literally like, there was one scene where a girl was on an MRI scan and they were scanning her, like, what the hell's wrong with this girl? And she literally turns into the zombie and bends her whole body backwards and she just contorts like that, and it's just really like gross looking, and the way they move is so like quick and disjointed like that, and the speed they run at as well as also like really pretty freaky. If you had one of those coming at you like shaking their head, like spitting blood everywhere, you fucking proper freak out. So the zombies look fantastic, as well as the mindless zombies attacking all the students and teachers and basically just mauling the whole school. You also had a sort of hybrid virus. This is where somebody was bitten, but they didn't fully turn into a full zombie. They still had their mind and intelligence, but the sort of basically the powers of a zombie. So they were like kind of cool, really. The bully had it, Gui Nam, the guy with the mullet. Namra also gets bitten and also turns into a hybrid zombie. She is more one of the good guys and a friend of the group. She has to fight off the temptation to make a burger out of Soo Hyuk, the sort of jock guy, because she really wants to eat him at one point, but her human instincts get the better of her and she decides not to do it. Yoon-ji, the girl who was mercilessly bullied at the beginning of the show, she also becomes a hybrid zombie, but she wants revenge on just everybody. She's so pissed off that she was bullied and she just wants revenge. So basically she's out to eat a lot of people. As I say, I think the highlight of the show for me was the relationships between the students. I think some of them had some really strong characters, and because they're students, they have these sort of childish kind of relationships going on. You know, they want who's dating who, and I fancy this girl. And while all this like zombie craziness is going on, there was no way I'd be thinking, oh, I really want to date this girl. while like people are getting eaten. You know, all I'd be thinking of is shit, I need to survive. I don't want to get turned into a fucking shish kebab or something. There are some really sort of heartfelt, emotional scenes in this. When you see Chun-san, my personal favorite of the show, when his mother gets eaten by a zombie and turned into a zombie, and when he first comes face to face with her and sees his mother as a zombie, all the others start attacking her, whacking her, and he's like, no, stop, that's my mum. And it's like, shit, you really feel for the guy, because you actually show the strong relationship he had with his mother in the show as well. So it was really sort of heartfelt, those sort of scenes. Another personal favorite character on the show for me was Guinam, the bully with the mullet. He was such a dickhead and you really like hated him, but he was so entertaining to watch, because every time you like thought he was dead, he'd come back for more, and he was just such an evil son of a bitch. And he'd be just like, he'd have the glint in his one eye, and he was so sort of measly as well. He was such a like spineless bully that like he was really like relishing having the power of a zombie. There were some scenes where it sort of lost my interest a little bit, was where they would go outside of the school. So there was a scene with a YouTuber, and he was just sort of on the scene, sort of trying to make videos about the zombie situation happening. It really didn't need to be there. It didn't really add anything to the show. As well as the scene with the girl, and she was pregnant, and then she had a baby, and then like she got turned into a zombie, but the baby survived because 2 policemen saved the baby and also a little girl, and it just sort of distracted from the sort of main story. And I was sort of like, well, what's going on over here? So my attention's over there, but really I just want to be back at the school watching the craziness occur. But there was also a separate group of kids slightly older to the main set of kids and they had some really cool scenes because they were archers, and they had like a whole archery set, and they were just really cool going around like shooting zombies in the face and things. Overall, with the show being literally like an hour each episode, and there was 12 episodes, I think it could have been trimmed a little bit, because like I say, some of those exterior scenes were not necessarily needed in my opinion. It was very entertaining to watch. It kept me going episode to episode. I was really invested in the characters. Overall, I really did enjoy this show. Like I say, maybe could have trimmed a little bit of the fat off the top, but overall it was a fantastic zombie action-packed, gruesome, bloody, disgusting, heartfelt thrill ride of a zombie film. TV show, should I say. So yeah, those are my thoughts on All of Us Are Dead. Thank you very much for watching. I love you very much. Until the next video, goodbye.